Welcome, folks. I'm Jabby Koei, joined by KIRK.
What's up?
We are continuing, finally, with Cobra Kai, Season 5, Episode 1. If you're watching this on YouTube, you'll see a cut-down version of our reaction because we're only allowed to show you a limited amount of picture-in-picture. However, if you want to watch the whole thing with us, uncut, uninterrupted, head over to our Patreon page, patreon.com/JabbyKoei, or become a member of this YouTube channel. You will need your own Netflix subscription, so you can open up the episodes in an adjacent window to our reaction, and it's like you're watching it with two of your favorite pals from the internet. Now, if we give you a 3, 2, 1 countdown sync to make it easy for you guys to line up the show and our video, and we've got a whole library of stuff on our Patreon and memberships if you'd like to watch all that, whether it's Marvel shows or The Boys or movie watch-alongs.
Or the previous season of Cobra Kai.
So,
yeah.
All right, let's get into this.
Welcome to Cobra Kai. While our martial arts date back hundreds of years, our dojo is committed to providing state-of-the-art training.
Wow.
But a dojo is more than mats and machines. It's about the students. At Cobra Kai, we transform kids into champions.
What?
We are proud to be the home of the first female All-Valley Tournament champion, Tori Nichols. At Cobra Kai, we believe anyone can be a winner. All you need is the right teacher.
It's commercial propaganda.
Sign up now at our new flagship dojo in Encino, with more locations opening soon.
Oh,
It's a
Encino.
new era at Cobra Kai. Come join us.
Wow. Wow. Putting all that money to good use. It kind of made me want to train at Cobra Kai, I'm not going to lie.
Some intense swimming.
Yeah. Get that tumble turn. Let's go. What?
Oh, good morning, Amanda-san.
Oh no, he's naked.
It was crazy enough that you flew him out here, but you didn't tell me he was going to be living with us. And you definitely didn't say anything about him being a nudist.
Back in Okinawa, he'd start every morning bathing in his local hot spring.
So let's get him a membership to the YMCA. There are places he can be naked that aren't our backyard.
Stop being so uptight. It's fine.
Call me crazy, but I thought maybe we'd be having Mai Tais by the pool, not watching your Okinawan assassin use it as his training ground.
Oh my God. Have a mimosa. Calm down. It's okay. Jeez.
Uh-oh.
Do you think you can help me get to 137 Avenue Santurce?
Ah, you're in luck. I can show you.
All right.
Yeah, easy.
Don't trust people. I don't know. Okay, maybe you can. Okay, maybe they're okay.
Right. Here.
Someone-
Marks the spot.
Take his bag.
I mean, just because it's my map and all.
Yeah. How many?
Oh, what, $5 sound fair?
Yeah.
Oh no.
And how much you want to pay for the bag?
The bag?
See? Ah!
Okay, give me my bag.
I mean, I just figure a reward might be in order. You know, since we found your bag and all.
Karate the shit out of him.
How much are you thinking?
How much you got?
No. Don't tell him. Don't show him.
Something for you. What, you didn't think I'd take all your money, did you?
Yeah, I kind of did.
Welcome to Mexico.
Thanks.
Well, at least he was robbed by white people.
Well, how does that make it any better?
Well, because the stereotype, you know? It's like, no, he got robbed by white people.
Maybe that's why they did that.
Yeah.
Got you a little something to say, welcome to Mexico. And don't tell me it's offensive. We bought it in Mexico. It's their idea. And here, gift number 2.
Female body inspector.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
And don't say it's a father-son bonding thing, because we could have done that 500 miles ago.
This is a father-son bonding thing. It's just something we have to take care of first.
Ugh.
He didn't tell him.
Ugh.
Hector?
Oh gosh, is this the can of worms that you want to open?
Llamo Miguel. Díaz. Mi madre es Carmen. Díaz.
Buena la ruca.
Ella es de Ecuador.
Tienes mierda en la cabeza, loco. Pueblo, sácame este güey de aquí.
Oh, don't even think about it, sir. Oh shit.
Todos los güeyes que ves aquí, te va a meter unos putazos.
I'm sorry, okay? I thought this trip would help you and Miguel get over your shit. Look, when we get to the bus station, if you want to buy a ticket home, you can go home. Right? I don't want you to go home, but if...
Ah! Oh, shit.
They got lucky.
Yeah.
We have to cut the head off the snake.
I can do that.
Hey.
Hey, whoa, no, I didn't mean...
He brought size.
For blocking and stabbing and clawing and gouging.
Okay, Dill, please. Get away before Amanda sees them.
How did he get there through
Yeah,
customs?
I know. How did he get that through security?
He always thinks 2 moves ahead. You have to be careful with this guy.
It's true.
Oh, Daniel-san. He must be careful with this guy.
I want his shirt.
Héctor, ¿qué haces? Ese trabajo de Rogelio.
Oh.
Está muy cansado.
I had a feeling.
Hay que darle chance.
A veces te pasas de bueno, Héctor.
Así somos los patrones.
That is too much of a
Oh.
coincidence. That's such a crazy.
Yeah.
Well, Mexico's a tiny place.
How
so-
many hectares are there?
Yes, just like one. Was he being really rough with them?
Kim Sung-young.
Excuse me, my name is Terry Silver. My master is Kim Sung-young of South Korea. My teacher sends his respects.
Wait, I thought it was just some mumbo-jumbo. Silver came up.
No, he's very real.
I don't think I remember Mr. Miyagi mentioning Kim Sung-young.
Miyagi-san left Okinawa before World War II. Kim Sung-young became known during Korean War. He taught many American soldiers.
What?
Okay.
What did he teach them?
Kim Sung-young was master of Tang Sudo.
What?
His style was controversial.
What was controversial about it?
I will demonstrate.
Oh. Whoa.
No honor, no mercy.
You could have just told me.
If Silva is student of Master Kim, he must think like serpent. We will use his style against him.
How would we do that?
This dude's my favorite character right now.
He's awesome.
He's just walking around suspicious.
Yeah. Oh. He's got a lady.
Oh no.
Oh. You gotta get him alone. Like, otherwise it's an awkward conversation.
He had the chance by the garbage. I don't know why he didn't just come out and...
asked him, "Hey, are you Hector Salazar? Cool. I'm your long lost son."
Hey, hola. Me llamo Miguel. ¿Y tú? ¿Tu nombre?
Ah, good boy. Don't talk to strangers.
All right, next bus leaves in a few hours. So buy your ticket. It's for some drinks and snacks.
Snacks, yeah.
English?
Australian.
All right, good enough. Looking for a kid, 17, Ecuadorian. Slight build, but we're working on that. Have you seen him?
I gave him directions, yeah.
All right, great. Can you tell me which way he went?
You know, it might be easier if I show you.
Yeah.
So, turn around.
He's heading here.
Hey, hey.
It's a bad idea.
Yes.
You have 5 seconds to tell me which way that kid went. Or I'm gonna take that surfboard and I'm gonna shove it so far up your ass your friends are gonna be surfing you.
Okay.
All right?
The fun way.
Yeah, the fun way.
Yeah. Let's do the fun way.
Did you look at that?
Oh, father-son bonding, the best.
What the hell? Telegraphing like crazy.
Aish. Break that board. That was a fun
Nice.
board anyway. Dang.
You needed the information, dude.
Yeah. Dude, he's acting super sus. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No!
He's not going to tell him who he is he?
No, he isn't.
Por favor, vengan a cenar con nosotros.
No.
Hey, please, we insist. It's the least we can do.
Okay.
I'm Hector Salazar.
Okay.
Miguel.
It's wonderful to meet you, Miguel.
Stick a swab in his mouth and get some DNA.
Oh. This is strange.
I feel like I know you.
I feel like we've met somewhere before.
Uh-huh, yeah. I only show your DNA.
I don't think we have.
Well, maybe you're a stranger, but tonight you're family. Okay?
Aww.
Okay.
Okay, vamos. Come on.
Vamos. Okay.
Can I see you again?
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make things right, and I want to help you. At least now we know where we're going. X marks the spot, right?
Hug it out. Aww.
This is the start of something special. For everyone else, it's summer vacation.
Aww.
Oh, I thought she was going to find a horse's head or something.
Cobra Kai now has more students than ever before. That means we'll need more senseis. I'm gonna ask you to do more than what's expected.
He's wearing an XMA outfit.
But first, you must prove yourself in the way of the fist. It's time to see if you're worthy. Hey!
Oh shit, he integrated. He's inside.
Yes!
Nice.
nice. Think like a snake. Good job, Chozen. Oh, I really enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. Yes, were the story beats kind of predictable? Yes, but like I don't care because I love the world and I'm just so glad that we're back in it, you know? You know what? I think I agree with you. Chozen is a lot of fun. Like he's totally leaning into everything. You know, it's like the cheese that we love, the fun, the seriousness, the high stakes. Like he understood the assignment and he is delivering.
He's new and he's interesting. You know, we haven't spent a lot of time with him yet. We only got a hint of who he is.
Yeah.
And his connection to Daniel. Now we're like getting to see him in action and apply all his know-how and skills being put to use in a very, very fun and interesting way. And so he's adding a different element that feels very familiar because, I hate to say it, but his accent and all, and his age, it almost feels like Miyagi, you know, in a way.
Yeah.
But with
Yeah, it's an airplane.
Oh,
It's a helicopter.
I was like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
It feels like Miyagi, but with an edge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, wasn't he the antagonist in Karate Kid 2?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So that totally makes sense. Like, he's gone good now, but there's still a little bit of edge to him, which I like.
It's just kind of fascinating. I mean, you as these actors from these movies in the 80s or whatever, it's like never in a million years did they ever think that they would be coming back to do a show like this.
I know, it's wild.
The time they have spent on these shows thus far is way more than they spent on the movies.
Probably, yeah.
Like way more.
Yeah.
Man hours that's gone into the show. It's like this is well beyond anything they did back then, and it's so fun and interesting. They've really built up Terry as a very, very formidable villain.
Yes.
And so even though Chozen is infiltrating, there's an edge there because Terry has no idea who he is, right?
Yeah.
Even though there's an edge there, you're still seeing a glimpse as to what Terry is doing. He is expanding his power. He's still scary as a result of it.
Yeah, I had no idea that many people in the valley wanted to learn karate.
There's plenty of martial arts schools here. You can't throw a stone without hitting one.
I just know about people who do martial arts through you because you know so many people in the stunt community, but it's not something that I'm like, oh wow, yeah,
It's
I want to
everywhere.
go out and learn karate. But I mean, after seeing that ad, I'm like, I would join that gym. That looks fun.
But there's just within like a 1 mile radius, there's like Taekwondo schools, Krav Maga schools, Shaolin Kung Fu schools.
Oh yeah, you're right.
There's a whole bunch of stuff in this area.
You're right.
And that's just the really, really Asian stuff. There's also boxing programs and like kickboxing and stuff like that.
Krav Maga isn't Asian. I just want to point that out. It's Israeli, but yes.
I'm sorry, yeah. Look, I've been shooting all day long, so you can let me have one mistake.
No. I'm just letting you know before the people in the comments jump down your throats.
No, you're right.
About
it is
Krav
Israeli.
Maga.
I forgot.
I
guess I was thinking of the Taekwondo and the Kung Fu stuff more than the Krav Maga thing. But
Yeah.
But anyway, I like the story so far. Like this, for me, is the most exciting first episode of any of the Cobra Kai seasons, and it's come a long way since its premiere on YouTube as like a YouTube show. So I think that the growth of the show is really, really cool. There was a prolific use of bad words by the fake Hector, which I thought was interesting. So it's like, it's making a point to tell you that this is a grown-up show now. Like, it's been slowly moving its way towards being a more grown-up show because the audience that's interested in this is probably just grown-ups anyway. I'm sure they've done a poll or they somehow figure out who's watching this, what are the demographics, and more than likely it's just grown-ups because kids don't have any connection to Karate Kid. The only thing that kind of concerns me with that, depending on, you know, the parent, because, you know, you have some parents who are more conservative than others. They just want a fun karate show. Is if you're someone that grew up with Karate Kid, you didn't have any of that. You know, it was PG or PG-13 at most.
Right.
And maybe you really like Karate Kid and you want to show it to your kids, and now you're going to show them this show. And then there's like vulgar language and stuff like that. That doesn't bother me. For me, as the grown-up who doesn't have any kids at the moment, this is fine.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it. I'm just wondering about the grown-ups who do have kids and like what that, you know, might be like. To me, it's almost worse when it's a subtitle than when it's just spoken, because it's like it's in your face. You
like
know,
you're reading it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's beside the point. I'm enjoying what they've got so far. The coincidence, like you get one of those per season, I would say. Maybe, you know, maybe a few, but like too many coincidences and it becomes a problem. Like the fact that his dad was just right there taking out the garbage. I'm like, all right, okay, this is cool. You got one.
You know, I am enjoying this whole dad theme that's happening in this episode. Like, I think it's cute that...
Where's Anthony, by the way? He's just gone.
Oh, yeah. No, he's going to come back.
Yeah.
I like that Miguel is getting an opportunity to spend time with his dad. Like, he saw... Because I was kind of asking, like, why would he go up to that guy, the first guy that he thought was his dad, in a public setting, try and catch him out with, oh, Carmen, my mother, my grandmother, blah, blah, blah. Like, people have their guard up when they're in front of people that they know.
Miguel's a kid. He doesn't know.
I know that, but I was like, why are you doing that? And so I guess he learned from that in the second situation. And so because of that, he's able to have this opportunity to be in a family setting with his dad and experience that firsthand. What are the odds that that's the correct Hector Salazar? I guess it's a show, but I would be like,
it's the correct one.
I need DNA.
No, it's the correct one.
I know it's the correct one. Like,
but
it makes sense, but...
The nice thing about it is it allows Miguel an opportunity to get to know who the character of his father is without revealing that secret.
Yeah.
You know, because as soon as he reveals that, there's going to be a different dynamic, and he's obviously going to act totally different.
Yeah.
Know? And maybe even, like you were kind of pointing out, he might even be defensive.
His mom and his grandmother were saying things about him, you know, like how he's such a bad man, and then they ran away, and it's so dangerous and that. And then you're seeing him here, and he looks like he's a family man, and he seems very nice, and people in the community are like, oh, you're so nice, Hector, and blah, blah, blah. And so I wonder when the other shoe is going to drop, if it's going to drop, or if the lesson here is it is possible to rehabilitate, and he may have been a bad person in the past, but he's learned from his mistakes, and he's trying to do better with, you know, every day going forward.
Yeah, I mean, it could be that he's a mafia boss and it just hasn't been revealed yet.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool. Like, I was initially kind of thrown by his dad was right there and him tracking him and looking all suspect and whatnot. But then I have to remember he's a kid. You are more forgiving of the behavior. I just thought that Miguel was a little bit intense when he met Hector Salazar at the gambling situation. He's just like really intense. But maybe that's how that person would be. If I was seeking out my long lost dad, how would I act? I don't think I'd act like that. But I'm basing that on my own experiences as Jabi Koay, growing up with Jabi Koay's experiences. So who knows how I would have acted if I didn't know my father and I'm going out looking for him, and you know, maybe you're intense.
I think that's why sometimes like I get frustrated because I am looking at the characters behave through the lens of someone who is considerably older than the characters on screen. And so I have more life experience, and I'm like, why are you doing that? Why are you trusting those people? Like, they're clearly gonna like steal from you. I kind of hated that was my initial thought, but then it was justified because they turned around and they scammed him. I want to be that person who gives people the benefit of the doubt, but also I've lived long enough to know that you kind of have to have your guard up in certain situations and like try and be safe and don't trust everyone that you meet initially. And so that was an important lesson for him. And it was fun that when Johnny and Robbie came, it was like a completely different experience, because I did think initially that Miguel was going to beat them up, and then he didn't.
I was a little surprised that he wasn't aggressive. As skilled as Miguel is, let's bear in mind that he had a back injury of some kind. I don't see him taking on 4 grown men like that.
Well, yeah, and I think it's probably not in the karate or the Miyagi-Do way to just start picking fights with people for no good reason.
Right.
You know?
Well, it would have been a good reason. I just don't. It's if you can avoid it, it's still
Yeah,
better.
exactly. Like avoidance is better than trying to start the fight.
Yeah.
But I also enjoyed the whole father-son bonding between Johnny and Robbie, because that's something that I've wanted to happen for a long time now. It's just been really sad that in previous episodes, every time you think that they might find a resolution and they might come together, they always fall apart at the end. And so I'm hopeful in this first episode that, you know, they're starting to hang out and they're having a good time together, that maybe this will be the trend going forward and that they can kind of...
Oh, there's a lot of bumps in the road ahead. It's called conflict. You need it.
I
in
know
the show.
you need it in the show, but they're
Yeah.
feeding me with hope and positivity. So I'm like, please show. But I know there's going to be drama. Otherwise, why would we watch it?
No, but I do appreciate the effort that Johnny's making. That's a big thing. Like, his character's come a long way since the beginning, and him trying to do right, him trying to do right by his son, by his pseudo son, and by himself, and just be honorable. He's trying his best to be an honorable guy.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. And it was cool because he has street smarts. He's grown up, basically, you know, a life that's been rough.
Yeah.
And so when the guy was trying to grab his wallet and he caught him, I really enjoyed that moment. The guy was also a bad pickpocket.
Yeah.
He couldn't lift the wallet.
Usually, don't they use a knife or something and then they like cut a hole in your pants? Pull it down.
Presumably these guys have a lot of experience. It was a little surprising to me that he couldn't get Johnny's wallet, but it's fine because it made for an interesting moment. In real life, that guy's got the wallet.
He's gone.
Like that.
Bye-bye.
He's got it and he's
Yeah.
out. But
Hide it in your
the
underwear.
sort of the pincer move of coming in like that, I feel like is realistic though, because I remember my dad talking about being in Asia, observing that kind of thing happen. It's quite dangerous. Like, it's like mapped out. They take a target and they surround that person and they close in. It's very, very smart. It's strategic. This was a very interesting bad guy because I wonder what that was about, why the writers made that decision of he didn't take all the money. He didn't take his wallet. He let him have his wallet back as well as some of his cash. Like, why that choice was made? It was just a curious move.
He's an ethical thief.
Sure. Yeah.
It's like, I'll leave you $5 so
And
you can make a phone call.
You made a good point too, which is it would have had a different feeling tonally, I suppose, if it was all Mexicans.
Yeah.
You have 2 white guys, Johnny and his son, beating up 4 Mexicans. It probably doesn't have the best of appearances in this day and age.
Yeah, it's not good optics for sure.
Today.
Yeah.
But if this was made 10 years ago, I don't think anyone would give it a shit, and I don't think anyone would have batted an eye.
Yeah.
If they did that today for this episode, I personally wouldn't have cared. They're in Mexico. Presumably, you'll be fighting Mexicans. And presumably, you might encounter 1 or 2 rough, characters from Mexico. It's not that big of a deal. I can see, like, given everything going on in the world, why you'd make that choice to change that and make it, like, the whitest dude.
Well, I think there is a certain stereotype a lot of the time. Like, there have been times when I have spoken with some people and their view of Mexico and Mexicans is not positive. Like, they're all like, oh, I went there and I got scammed, or people tried to kidnap me. And so there's this air of danger and thievery, I guess, which is kind of a stereotype for Mexico. So I was actually glad that they didn't do that, that they made it some rando Australian and his crew, so that we're not feeding into that stereotype
or not, you have your experiences, whatever they are. You are right. Like, there are hard stereotypes, and you don't want to reinforce that. I just don't want to also discount the negative experiences that some people have had.
Sure.
At the same time, I want to acknowledge the show for not going with like a very orange appearance with Mexico, because having been to Mexico, I know what it looks like. It doesn't have how it's portrayed.
The orange filter.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they are trying to just be real about the appearance of that place and not give it the stereotypical appearance, the stereotypical filter, which I appreciate. Most places you go look like the way it looks when you step outside your home. It's the same sky, pretty much. But anyways, you guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed this. I'm Jabby Koi. This is
ACHARA KIRK.
Peace out.